You know, every now and then when you get called everything except for a nice guy, as often as I do, sometimes it can take a toll. Usually I get called Antichrist and devil and Satan and ugly and stupid and stuff, 4 or 5 times before breakfast, if I'm eating breakfast, which I'm not today. But usually it's like, water off the proverbial duck's back. But sometimes, every now and then, and I'm not sure why and what reason it would be, but every now and then something gets under your skin, something gets under your armor, and something whacks your ego. And it just reminded me, I had that happen to me today, and that's okay. It happens to people. But, you try to do your best, and no matter how hard you try, and no matter how well you do, someday, at some point, you're going to disappoint someone. And it's very interesting to me how sometimes the most spiritual people can be the most vicious people when you make a mistake. I do a lot of things, and I do it full speed, and sometimes I don't get it exactly right. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I don't. I fall short, and I apologize for that. And in case you haven't noticed, I want to make sure that you all understand that I am human and I am capable of making mistakes. And I do profusely apologize for them. I know that I've never intentionally harmed or hurt or defrauded anyone, and never will, and always bend over backwards to make it right. And I actually can bend over backwards now, so I could do that for you if you wanted. But we can all do better. But sometimes when you get the messages, and sometimes when you get the complaints, and sometimes when you get it, you just want to say, you know what? The hell with this. I'm going to go back to working for Marriott. I'm going to go back to making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, living in big houses, driving fancy cars. I'm just going to go back to living the good life. Sometimes you just think, you know what? This isn't worth it. Why am I putting myself through this? And you think it the same way. You're nice to people. You're kind to people. You do the right thing. And sometimes no good deed, as they say, goes unpunished. But I'm here this morning to encourage you and to encourage me not to get discouraged from doing the right thing. It's not always easy, but it's always right. Thank you, Sterling. That was a good broadcast with Heidi. And there's a scripture in the Hebrew, in the Greek, first century Greek scriptures, and it was written by Paul. He either was dropping some truth to balance out his lies, or he stole it from somebody. And he said, don't be weary in doing the right things. Don't get tired of doing the right thing. And the only reason you get tired of doing the right thing is because you're doing the right thing and people bash you for trying to do the right thing. I mean, you can be 99 times out of 100, you can get attaboys, but that one aw shit can cancel out about 99 attaboys. And that's the way you feel too, because you don't want to fall short. You don't want to make mistakes. But do not, Tracy said, there's that quote by Teddy Roosevelt about, people that are actually in the game trying and people that are on the sidelines criticizing, but we're not going to go there. But I just wanted to let you know that when you feel like you're discouraged because you're trying to do right and everybody's doing you wrong, when you're trying to do right and everybody's trying to come against you, don't be weary. Don't let yourself give up, because as that scripture says, you will in time reap a harvest. And I don't think that means keep doing it because sooner or later you're going to get something back. That's not what it's talking about. It's saying keep being in service to others, because if you keep being in service to others and you don't quit, sooner or later, the harvest is going to come. The harvest of ascension, the harvest of people getting things right, the harvest of people becoming enlightened, and maybe even the same people that are coming against you. Good morning, Scotty Roberts. So even when people come against you, even when you're doing everything you can and people still want to kick you in the teeth, don't give up doing the right thing. Keep doing the right thing, because it is the right thing, and because if you don't stop, if we keep going and we all keep, enough of us keep doing the right thing, sooner or later the harvest will come. Not the harvest for us, but the harvest for all of us collectively. So this morning with the morning mantra, let me just encourage you, don't give up, don't get discouraged from doing the right thing. It's not always easy, but it's always the right thing. For Sandra D, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, and we're here to help you unindoctrinate yourself, create yourself, and build the life that you'll love. Help yourself out. Get fluffy on your phone or on your house, free for 15 days each. It's in the box below. And if you want help along this journey, rawreflections.org, serpentanddove.org, jeffreydaugherty.com, and we can help you be your own guru, guide your own spirit, and master your own ascension. We're the last generation of real humans. Let's get busy.